Hey, this is Henry Rotten.
Hey, this is Marcus Interfonte.
It's Brad fucking Rush.
This is Big Sexy Venom here.
This is Kill OK.
This is Killjoy.
Hi, it's Tim Lee.
Mike Damage.
This is Doc Holliday.
Yo, it's Barack Obama.
I'm Sam Jude.
This is Marky Lectric. I hate wrestling, and you're listening to the GBYWN Podcast.
Yes.
You said I could say I hate wrestling.
Yeah, I did. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Global Backyard Wrestling Nation Podcast. As always, I am your host, the current reigning and defending Global Backyard Wrestling Nation World Pure Champion, and the current reigning and defending LXW Submission Champion, Rad Hazard. And today, we will continue on with part 2, the finale of our interview with the former GBYWN World X Division Champion, former GBYWN World Tag Team Champion, and former BXW Champion, Marky Lectric. But first, folks, let me go back in time to July 11th and 12th in Allentown, Pennsylvania, as BXW presented the Fook McFreer's Pro Skater 3 event, as I defended the World Pure Championship, recognized by the Global Backyard Wrestling Nation, against none other than Big Sexy Venom, the man that cost the Radical Movement its faction last month. This month, I get my shot at Big Sexy Venom, and Venom gets his shot at the World's Pure Championship. In the match, I tried to call off the bout, but Venom would have none of it. And in the battle, I powerbombed Big Sexy Venom off the second rope, injuring my back. Another injury on the long list of injuries my character has had throughout his reign, including being injured by Saint Vengeance and many others, as the champion continues to be worn down by his challenger, something I really wish more champions would do, because it tells a great story of how the absolute best can slowly be worn down, like the sharpest knife dulling over time. Would this be the moment that Big Sexy Venom has been waiting for? No! As when Big Sexy Venom hit the huge Dominator pile driver and went for the cover, his second in his corner, Drake Genocide, threw in the towel on behalf of Big Sexy Venom, the man who was pinning me for the victory. Venom and Genocide brawled inside the ring, as it was a ruse all along. Genocide had no intentions of teaming with Venom, but was looking for revenge on behalf of the Radical Movement, and that battle will take place at Damn You, North Korea. Speaking of which, the very next day, I had a face-to-face promo with none other than a child of the ghetto, Kris Urban, where the match was finally set. In an attempt to free my best friend of his responsibilities in wrestling and allow him to be the father that I want him to be, we will have a match at Damn You, North Korea, where if I win, there will be no backyard wrestling at Kris Urban's house, whether it's BXW or anything else. But if Kris Urban is successful, BXW will continue to live on. So what's going to happen, folks? You will have to tune in to BXW Damn You North Korea 7 to find out. But in the meantime, let's go to this awesome interview with the man who hates backyard wrestling and wrestling in general more than the Iron Sheik hates Hulk Hogan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Marky Lectric.
else do I remember from 2012?
2012. I remember the world not ending in 2012.
Yeah, I do too.
Is there any particular people you wrestled? Like, did you ever wrestle Mithril or Doug or any of them around that time?
I think 2012 was when I wrestled. Jesus.
So much.
I think 2012 was when I wrestled Mithril.
I feel like it was.
He loves wrestling flippy guys.
Oh my god.
Like flippy guys.
But Mithril's the one that taught me how to spin when I flip.
It's the one thing I need to get.
Like, I was so horrified to do it, and he would just be like, just fucking do it! Do it! Get hype! Get hype!
Johnny's the man.
Raw and ruthless.
Fuck the raw, fuck the ruthless. But,
That's a guy I wish I met more than once.
yeah, he was awesome to be around. Such a nice guy. And, yeah, he taught me how to flip, and then we wrestled, and he gave me his rolling senton cannonball thing in the corner, and I thought I was dead for a minute. Because his ass hit me right in the face, and then I just slingshotted, like, right into the fucking turnbuckle. Shut up, Xbox. I'm doing important stuff.
Yeah, really important podcasting.
And then he did a fucking moonsault and landed on his knees.
Mr. Motherfucking Moonsault.
He was like, yeah, I'm going to do a moonsault. And I was like, alright. And then I saw him
You
land.
can do 'em.
Yeah, I know he can do them. And then he landed on his knees and, like, shot backwards. And I was like, oh my god. It looked so gross.
The big pink, or the big wrecking ball that is Mithril.
Yeah. His match with Jed was really fucking awesome. That was I think that was his first match back, was Jed.
Well, he had like that BXW run where like he'd come and wrestle.
Yeah.
Like you and Jordan.
Yeah, he wrestled
And
Jordan.
Steve
and
and
Steve.
Doug.
Oh my god, he flattened Steve on one of his sentons.
Yeah.
So
I
bad.
remember he flattened Steve with the moonsault, if I recall.
Yep. The one cutoff was Mithril just punching Steve in the face.
The breakout match in ACW for Chris Tiffer. He was. I think
Oh
it was
my
Eric, I think he was
God.
either Eric Aries or
Yeah,
Chris Arias at the time. I can't remember because he's had 80
when he
million
was
fucking
Eric.
names.
I think that was when he was Eric.
Eric Aries. Well, this was before my time, but I remember like after I hung out with everybody and they like, oh yeah, you watch this old footage, and just Mithril versus Chris Tiffer, and Chris Tiffer to this day still was like, well, it took Mithril's forearms and he got knocked the fuck out.
You
Like,
can
he
see the
laid
first.
him out.
You can see the first forearm. His legs get all fucking spaghetti.
Yeah.
Fucking ruined him. Yeah, Mithril's that's the hardest forearm I've ever taken. It was from
Mithril.
Because like I double stomped him really hard at the back of his head, and then I had to pick him up. He had to break away and forearm me, and he forearmed me, and I literally blacked out for a second. I like shot back, and I was like in the turnbuckle, and he was running at me, and I was like, oh fuck.
Mithril, like many IRW wrestlers, like Hellraiser is a prime example, like JM, JDK. The inside joke is that their finishing maneuvers are taking moves. Hellraiser's finisher is taking a Code Red. Mithril's finisher is taking a reverse Rana. He takes them from everybody.
Yes.
Me and him were supposed to wrestle in Florida. He's like, can you give me a reverse Rana? I'm like, if you hold me on your shoulders, I can give you the Rana.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to wrestle, but it was going to happen. And that's his finisher. Besides the moonsault, clearly. Did you have any other like big matches in that year? Like you said, you wrestled Mithril, and Rad had mentioned Eric Douglas.
Yeah, because this was kind of your breakout year after wrestling
In
Matt.
2012?
You kind of started really shining, right?
Yeah, that was when I first started breaking out a lot. I don't think I wrestled Doug in 2012. I think I wrestled him in 2013. I
I think so.
think 2013 was my best year. 2012 was at Goodbye. That was
Yeah, book Marky strong.
We got to make Marky look stronger.
I tried to make Marky look real strong.
yeah. 2012. My best match from that year was probably that 6-man tag with the Wrecking Crew versus me, Danny.
Let's talk about that. How the hell did you even get into that?
What was it, you,
mixed-
I
Dan,
don't
and what,
know.
TKO?
Yeah. It was
That
just
sounds like a
random-
fun little random trio,
Yeah,
honestly.
it was a random match, and
How was that not a faction?
like at first we were just so clusterfucked with planning, and then I was just like, all right, what if everybody does their own, like everyone each gets their own opening, and then when we start getting into heats and stuff, everybody gets a hot tag. Like, everybody gets a hot tag, like, in the middle of the match. It would be like, I think the first cutoff was, they were working... Where the fuck were they working? I think they were working Danny. And then he probably took, like, one or two moves from then. And then he would get over, tag me, and then I came in, did, like, 2 or 3 quick moves to them, and then get countered, and then they'll do, like, 2 moves on me, and then I'll tag them in, tag the next person in, and then Terrence would come in, get, like, 2 quick moves, and then get cut off. So it actually worked out pretty well. Like, it ran so smooth, but the one thing was, we didn't see the match before us, which was G Fatal, the Russ, Doug, and somebody else, and they did a powerbomb reverse Rana spot, and we did a powerbomb reverse Rana spot, but we didn't see the match before us, so we didn't know what happened.
That's why I like watching the matches.
Yeah,
while
we were
I'm
just
playing. Like, I don't like going inside the house and planning. I like to be able to see, like, oh, I don't want to rip off this spot if it had happened the match before me.
Yep, we didn't know, and we did it. But that was a really fun match. I really liked working with Don again. Working him at WrestleFest. I think that was 2011 when me and him wrestled at
When
WrestleFest.
it rained?
No, it wasn't that show. But yeah, working Don was really fun. Working Mike is always fun, because me and him just know each other so well.
Yeah, didn't you guys have like a running thing where you wrestle each other at the first show of every year?
Yeah, we try to be the opening match every year for BXW's Ring Rush show. I think we're gonna be doing that this year. Oh wait, Pretzel Fest was canceled, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Next,
like-
the first BXW show is Finest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, looks like me and him aren't getting that. But let's see, 2012. What else happened there? I don't know. I don't really remember that much from that year. 2013 was my best year.
2013 started out.
Ring Rust. You probably wrestled Mike.
I think that was the only year that we. Nope. Yeah, we did wrestle that year.
Because I know you guys did Finest that year, and that was your year.
Yep. That was when. Wait, was that when 2013 was when I beat you up?
Yep. My first booking of BXW, I was like, well, Marky beat the shit out of me.
Yep, and then I
That worked great.
hit you like 12 times with a chair.
Because we turned your heel.
And that didn't go over that well.
No, God. Because people... Well, you beat up Rad. You can't have you go heel by beating up Rad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then so I had to hit Mike with a chair.
Yep.
And then Mike came up to me after
You
I did
clobbered
it.
him with that chair, too.
Yeah, and then he came up to me and he was like, "You give a really good chair shot." I was like, "Thanks."
He didn't even bitch about it. Just like, yo, it was really good.
Yeah. He was excited.
Well, that's Mike.
I think he hit me with the chair at least 10 times.
Yeah.
And I went
It
to
was...
I went to work next day limping. I was like, I did not expect to be limping.
Yeah, it was leg, arm, arm,
There was a
arm,
point.
arm,
There's a point where you hit
leg.
me in the chest. I yelled like, "Hit me in the legs for once." It's like it's because it hurt so much.
And then you limped.
Yeah, and then I started limping later. I really liked that match though. We finally got rid of the fence.
Yeah.
And the first thing I said was, "You have to poison Ron immediately outside because now there's no fence there."
Oh yeah, that was so awesome.
And that was-
It looked like you were gonna powerbomb me, and I just spun around real quick.
That was great.
I remember watching that match when it was posted.
That was really
You wrestled in that tournament, though. You wrestled ABB, I
yes.
think.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucked up a spot that I wanted to get so bad. It was a Dragon Rana on the top. Like, I run up, bounce up, and, like, orange crush myself and give him a Dragon Rana. But I only got one leg around him. But I know if we tried again, I would definitely be able to get it.
You guys should try to do that match. Like, I think of matches that I'd like to see since I've moved up here.
Yeah.
That's one of them I'd really like to see is just you and Jordan in a singles
Yeah,
on like a bigger kind of stage.
Yeah, we wrestled twice, and they were both pretty small shows.
Yeah. Like that bigger stage just makes you want to try harder
Yeah.
and like go balls out. Like you and Johnny Boy wrestled so many times, but I mean I wasn't there. But your match at Goodbye, I hear nothing but like, and I liked the match when I watched it
Yeah.
from Goodbye. So I figured if you and Jordan did that, I would think the same thing.
I cried after that match.
Were you that emotional?
Yeah, I cried after that match.
He's
Like, I...
Crying
When
on your
after
chair.
John pinned me, and then, like, he like went on his knees after they did the 3 count, and then he came back down to hug me, and I just started crying.
It was a good moment.
Yeah, because like me and John always talked about how we would never main event a big show, and then we finally we main evented Goodbye, which was like one of the biggest shows of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was right after like Sam Jude's match and all that, so you guys are main eventing over the international
Fuck the world, the
guys
title.
and everything.
Yeah, me and him.
And you destroyed the set, which was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun, and that's all we ever wanted was to have, like, see people line up for our match at the entranceway. That was a good moment.
Dude, I want that feeling. I've never had that.
No one's lined up. They didn't line up for you in hybrid. I thought I
No.
remember seeing people line up for that.
No. Hot opener.
I believe they lined up for you at the Gauntlet, didn't they?
No, there was no lineup. It's just everyone was standing around. They lined up for like the 4-way between, what was it, Chad and Johnny Boy and Killjoy and Eric Douglas. They lined up for that.
They lined up for me and BRB for no reason.
They lined up for BRB and Chad
We're
at
not the
PKM.
main. Why did they do that?
Yeah.
So 2003. What's after? I mean, I'm
well,
not.
let's talk about.
It's after Finest.
I remember everyone being super thrilled with your match with Alex Cross that day. Your like 3-minute match.
Oh yeah. Don came up to me after that and he was like, "I just have to tell you, that was Warren's best like professionally worked match." And I was like, "Thank you." And
Warren's pretty easy.
yeah, Warren, I liked wrestling Warren. It was we kept it cool, but we had some pretty cool spots in there.
all three
Technically,
of
you
us.
beat Kris Urban in that match too.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was supposed to be in that. I forgot about that. And let's see. It went Warren, Jordan, and then you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Next day. And
Is
then-
PKM after Finest?
Yeah. Then you went on the PKM.
You had a crazy 4-way, if I recall, right?
The PKM.
Wasn't it like you, Pete, Phoenix,
Oh, and Kale.
and
Day
Kale?
1, yeah.
That was fun. That was awesome.
And that was
was so
that
hyped
was
for that.
Steve's return match.
Yeah,
I was so hyped for that.
He just came back. Like
yeah.
I was booking and I didn't even know he was gonna wrestle until like 2 days before or something.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm retiring.
It was-
Okay.
You picked me up from the airport that day because that was 2 days.
Yeah.
I showed up 2 days before, and you're like, "So Phoenix is wrestling." I'm like, "Huh."
Yeah, and I remember we flipped a coin to see who would win the match, and that's how we picked him to win. And I was like, yeah, you're turning, might as well win anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we flipped a coin to find out.
That's also the show where you made the turn and became a stepdad.
Was it?
That I was the show I met you. That was when we first met. Was at PKM.
Oh, and when I
You
did
had that 4-way and you roughed the match, and then you super kicked
Doug.
Doug,
Doug.
and
because
did
we
the
just did the
fucking-
Dragon's Gate debut.
Oh yeah, and then did the moonsault off of.
Yeah, you did the Ode to the Bulldogs, where
Yeah.
like P-Dub held somebody,
Yeah. And
twisted, and then
off.
moonsaulted, and that got such pop.
We got such height.
Oh,
I was horrified when I was in the air. I was like, I went up way too high.
No, you did great.
I was like, I'm gonna flatten Jordan. But I landed on
Yeah,
him
Jordan.
perfectly.
You can't hurt Jordan.
No, it wasn't your moonsault. It was P-Dub throwing Jordan onto Seller's head or
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
it was.
no, yeah.
Vice versa, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Whoever you landed on got crushed by their partner
Yep.
afterwards. Yeah.
Yep.
P-Dub just like,
P-Dub
well,
dub.
this goes here. Reunited, partners.
I thought the initial pop for you turning into a stepdad was.
It was so shocking. I mean,
good.
I knew that they were trying to turn you heel from watching the footage because Rad gets that shit out. But then I was like, they might not turn Marky. But I mean, he hit Mike with a chair, so probably. But what are they going to do to actually push this? And I'm like, oh, he's a freaking stepdad. All right, that is shocking.
Yeah. Well, the idea was that Marky wanted to get back into title picture, and he was willing to do whatever it took. And there's a side of Marky we'd never seen before.
Yeah.
It just happened to be a side of Marky no one wanted to
Yeah.
see.
And then I was like, fuck this. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go back to being a face.
What did you
Yo,
do on
you
day
do that a
2? Do
lot.
you remember?
Day 2 of PKM?
Yeah.
I don't think I wrestled.
Was
day
it
2.
just the super kick then?
And that was day 1, wasn't it?
Ah, that's a good question. It had to be day 1 because
I don't-
wrestled
yeah,
day
I don't-
2.
Yeah,
I
day
don't-
2,
And
he did the tag match.
I
main
didn't
event.
wrestle day 2.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
I
'cause
I
you
got
were
my
dead
nose
either.
busted open.
Yeah, that sucked.
It did suck.
Fucking Rick.
Well, then after that, it was your match with the Chad.
Yeah,
for the
Revival.
GBYWN
You guys did
X
some other
Division
matches.
title.
Did you guys do
No, that
other
was
shows
at,
before
no, that
that?
was at Revival.
That was
when it went
Revival. You guys
Zane.
did some other shows before then, I think.
Oh.
There was an NYE before that. I think you wrestled Kelly. You wrestled Kelly
Yeah,
that
was
year
when I
twice.
wrestled.
Okay.
I just remember seeing that clip posted on the internet because I was so pissed because I couldn't go because I got uninvited. And I just remember seeing Kale walking around with a red, white, and blue fucking chair.
Yeah, because that was the only thing we had.
And that's just another prime example of, hey, Marky's a heel, but he's fighting a Canadian, so
He's a
USA.
Yeah, that was really fun.
You confused the hell out of me because I think when you wrestled Zane, you were a heel.
No, I was a face.
Okay, you were a face, but then when you wrestled Chad, you were a heel.
No, I was a face.
You switched it up. There was one show that I went to where you were like, oh, heel, and then up face.
I was a face against Chad.
Okay. So you
And
were heel
Zane.
again. Oh. There was one show where you pulled that shit, and I was like, God damn it, Marky.
I forget which show it was. I know I did that.
I
remember
wasn't it NYE?
No.
One day he's a heel against Kelly, the other day he's a face.
Yeah,
Like,
that
I
would
came
have
out
been
going-
interesting.
I remember coming
Which
out
Marky
day
will
one.
get today?
I remember I came out flipping everyone off day one, and then day two, I forget what show it was, but I came out on day two, and like right as I was standing before my entrance music hit, I was like, I want to be a face today. Like as I opened the card, I was like, I'm a face.
I just remember AMC being so excited to meet you because you came out to Kesha,
Oh yeah.
and the fact I was like, look, he's little, he flips, and I met him, he's nice. He's like, dude, I'm so excited to meet Marky Lectric. I'm gonna fucking mark for his song. I'm like, you gay.
You big old gay. What else happened in 20?
Is that all you did at NYE? Just wrestled Kelly? Like nothing else?
Yep, just wrestled
Okay.
Kelly.
Just making sure.
That was the only thing I did. I was supposed to wrestle Zeke and Zagan.
Zagan seems like so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched
I've
him.
wrestled Zagan a handful of times.
I watched him
It's
throw
fun
you
every
around. It was
time.
awesome.
Yeah, it's fun wrestling him every time.
I was supposed to wrestle him in that gauntlet at NYE, but then I got switched around. It was supposed to be me and Brailer versus Zagan and Killjoy in the gauntlet, because Zagan and Zagan and Brailer have the same black pleathers with the gold triangle on, the exact same. So I just wanted those two to be like pissed at each other, and I just wanted to have Killjoy flip on me. So
Greg's such a nice guy.
it's
The nicest
insane how incredibly nice that man is.
guy. Yeah.
So 2013, we're at NYE. Then after NYE, I'm sure you guys did some shows. I don't know if anything worth.
Marky, were you at 80s Day?
I don't think I was. I think this is when I slowly started diminishing off the map.
This is when B Snow and Devin, I think, were there.
Oh,
Yeah, sing along.
when it was we had the sing along, and then we had that show where it was me and P Dub versus.
That was sing along. You wrestled day one.
Yeah.
On day
that was-
two.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
That was the joke of why it was booked that way, is that they'd never defend titles on day two because they're day one, and that's why they lost.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I came so close to double stomping Rick's face in that match, when I did the Ode to the Bulldogs, because like I over rotated, and then like I was like this close to stomping on his face, so he just sold it like I hit his face. Because in the video, it actually looks like I just went right across him.
I'm surprised Snow didn't die in that match.
That ladder bump, I thought he
Oh
died.
my god!
Just watching the roof cam angle terrifies me.
Because
still.
like the camera just flips.
the camera flipped into the air.
I liked when that ladder was there.
Yeah.
Too bad it got stolen.
Rick always throws out these huge, outlandish ideas at me. He's like, "Do you want to like leapfrog up there and do something?" And I was like, "No, I'm not trying to die."
For my health, nope.
He was like, "It's basically gonna be you or Snow that takes a bump with that," and I was like, "It's gonna be Snow." And
Wasn't he originally supposed to back bump onto that thing?
nah, yeah, he was.
That would have been, dude. That
Which would have been even more
scarier.
insane, I
Yeah.
feel.
That would have been way too scary.
Yeah. And then the finish was P-Dub splashed onto them, and then when they were laying on top of each other, and then when I did the shooting star, I was perfectly aligned with Snow, so it just looks like I did like a shooting star butt rape. Because like when I came down, it was just me directly onto Snow's ass.
Different kind of driver.
Oh yeah, backseat driving.
And then after the match, you guys won the tag belts. You did their Shawn Michaels Diesel picture, which is still on my Facebook.
Marky's clearly
Hilarious.
Diesel. Big Daddy Marky.
Big Daddy Marky.
That was fun.
And then things started to fall off. 'Cause
No, well,
You get to
that was after
were you
Goodbye.
were you at Tag Revolution that year?
No, I was not. Yes, I was actually.
You were in the first match?
That was when I kicked the shit out of Sellers.
There you go.
When I victim kicked the poo out of him.
Defend the tag belts.
Yeah, and then I think that was the show I left and then got in trouble. Remember, I couldn't come back to a show because my parents found bottles of alcohol.
Oh.
Well, it's not hard to find them now.
Well, that's because I'm of age. Before, I left them somewhere and I was at a wrestling show and they called me home. And so I came home and then I called like Mike or somebody. I was like, yeah, I can't come back, even though I had another match I had to do. That was that one where it was going to be me and Danny, or me and P-Dub versus you and Doug, I think.
Mm-hmm. In the finals, yeah.
Yeah. And then I didn't come back.
God damn it.
Yeah, and then after that was... Did we have Insania that year?
No. We had World's Greatest Stepdads show.
Yeah.
The Andy booked show. Which
Main
is
Event
where-
Mafia Stepdads.
Yeah, that's it. And then
That was when I think that's when I wrestled Doug.
you wrestled me at that one.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did. Which show did I wrestle Doug at?
It might have been the day before, whatever that was called.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that one was called.
I don't either.
That's an October show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't remember the name of it for the life of me.
Because I just remember after Revival.
I remember we
Andy-
did Infinity Gauntlet, which I don't know if you were there for.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that
Yeah,
one.
I wasn't there for, and I booked it.
What does that say?
But we did do our match,
Which I killed you in.
which
You have a history of
yeah, you gave me a Boston Crab while you were still in midair. Essentially.
That's an accurate way to put it. Or I backhead spiked onto your dick.
Yeah, probably hurt your head.
A little bit.
Talk about headbutt.
Oh, did we skipped over Damn You North Korea where he wrestled Mike
Oh, yeah.
That's
hardcore
that's the
match.
one we're missing.
in that hardcore
So
match?
you defend your title against Mikey D.
No, Mike defended it against Marky, and Marky won the belt.
Yeah.
Was it the other way around?
Mike was the champion.
I don't know. I booked this shit. I don't remember. So, Mike was the champion.
Yeah.
That was
Having
the
death
year.
match with you.
That
Or
was the
hardcore
year-
match, whatever it was.
That was the year that Mike held the Revival title, the United States title, and the BXW title, losing the US title to Urban at PKM, but still having the Revival belt and the BXW belt. Then he lost it to Marky.
And Marky went through a stairs, didn't he? Stair
Yeah,
handle,
that
whatever
broke
it's
really
called.
easily. And people were like, did it hurt? And I'm like, no.
That's the
That
craziest
thing was
looking
already
thing.
on its last leg.
Literally. It looked like they were destroying a movie set. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
That's
Threw you
good
through a
kind.
railing.
That's good.
I remember the lightning spiral onto that barbed wire piece of wood that was in the corner. Like when he went to go like swing my leg back, I kicked it. So when I kicked it, it moved back a little. So when I bumped, it was like all on my head and my shoulders was
Oh,
the barbed
yeah.
wire.
You got your hair cut in a little bit, didn't you?
I think so.
Ugh.
Getting barbed wire on your head isn't as bad as like any kind of like fattiness or any kind of back skin, but then you're not fat, so you don't have to worry about that.
What are you talking about, man? I really liked that match with Mike. That was cool. That was super cool.
And then it led into Goodbye.
Right,
Well, wait,
my best
was he
weekend.
still the
Marky did wrestle Bolt between PKM and Goodbye as well.
I did.
Yeah.
Was
I
that
specifically-
You had a
was that
rematch with
BXW
Jordan again?
throwback?
I specifically
That was
remember
BXW
having to do a
throwback,
promo
throwback,
talking
throwback,
about
throwback,
it. Yeah.
throwback.
Yep.
Throwback!
And Marky, what did you come out as a throwback?
Myself.
Exactly. 'Cause you're
I
one.
never-
You're one gimmick man.
I never participate in
wearing
stuff.
Lee Andrews gear?
I wasn't wearing Lee Andrews gear that time.
You did wrestle Bolt Burnett though, in the mask.
ABB.
He didn't wear the
Kyle
mask.
Bolt.
He wore it until when he came out.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle Bolt.
He was throwing.
Oh. Yeah.
Did you lose? When did you lose the X Division title? Was that before or after?
That was a year later.
I never
Oh,
lost
you held it forever, right?
I never lost it.
Yeah,
it
James
was
Conley.
vacated from me.
You lost it.
No, I didn't. No one ever
it's
beat me for it.
it's
No
a
one beat me for it.
representing
No one
Marky
beat me for
Lectric,
it. No one
Patrick
beat me for it. No one beat me for it.
Johnny Boy beat you and it was vacated.
Yeah, but that was for the BXW belt.
Nope. I'm retconning history.
No, nobody beat me for it.
So Marky, goodbye day one. You wrestled BRB. Huh?
Yeah, and that was one of my favorite matches of all time.
Wrestling Ben is so fun.
I just remember the double stomp of death, which looked like you just stepped on his nose and kept going.
Yeah, I tend to do that. But
How does it feel to have somebody grab you and just like throw you into the air like that?
I don't know,
like,
I'm used
like
to it.
nothing. It's gotta be
I was basically the whole
craziest
match.
thing.
I was like, Ben, this whole match is just gonna be you ragdolling me. He's like, okay. Yeah, the fucking the opening cutoff or the opening move he did to me, just ragdolling me from the ground to his shoulders, and then gorilla press from the inside to the concrete.
Ben was Ben still a heel at this time?
No, he was a heel for that. I mean, a face for that
Yeah.
match.
He already left the Pride of the Northeast.
Oh yeah, this is a year after that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or 2013?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right because 2000.
No, he had just left like a couple months earlier.
He was a face because he was a face in the Gauntlet, wasn't he? Or no, the Cybernetico at NYE was a face. If I recall, because Demorst won the belt and he had that match.
Yeah, because
Marky does not care about wrestling or wrestling podcasts. I think he's watching footage of his match.
I'm watching me and Mike.
You and who?
I'm watching me and Mike.
So it's wrestling relevant.
Mike's forearm is really hard.
Yeah. I'll tell you this much, since you probably haven't wrestled Mike in a while, his forearms are harder than his headbutts lately.
Yeah, I feel like everybody asked him to tone it down with his headbutts.
I wasn't asking for that.
I hate taking the headbutt so much.
yeah, it's not the funnest. He headbutted me so hard, I had like a white noise moment where I couldn't hear anything. And I could feel my head open.
Yeah,
When I started bleeding, I could like feel my head rip open from it.
What's up, guys?
Alright, well, we're at goodbye. 2013.
13.
And you wrestled BRB in one of your favorite matches. You had a good match, and then it went to your emotional.
Which ended in
Main
DQ.
event.
What the fuck?
Everyone was so mad at me.
Why?
I was so happy.
That's how you get heel heat.
Yeah, exactly. I was so happy. I was like, we're gonna do all of this shit, and then I'm gonna low blow you. That's how.
Dude,
this
that's
is gonna
perfect, though.
Yeah.
You got so much heel heat for it, apparently.
As I was walking out, Kale was like yelling in my face. He was, like, they started doing that. The finish to this match is not satisfactory. The finish to this match is
Old
not
people tend to
satisfactory.
do that.
Yeah, and Kale was just like, the finish to this match is not satisfactory. Just right in my face.
How drunk was Kale at this
I
point?
don't know, probably just belligerent.
His match was over. Time to put the cans
Yeah.
away.
And he was just right in my face. And I was like, well, that's the point of it.
And then you had your emotion fest with John.
I was so happy. That was my happiest moment in wrestling. Was seeing people line up at the entranceway for my match. Well, even though it was to flip me off, because I was a heel.
Wait, was that the match you didn't have music?
Yep.
Main event. Goodbye. BXW title. Dream match. Him and Johnny Boy.
Coming out
They
with
kill
all
it
your
with each other.
belts.
Yep.
And
No
no
music.
pop.
There's a pop. There's just no music.
Or, yeah, that's what I meant. No
Yeah,
music.
no music. And then, I'm pretty sure Murph was really mad at me at one point during that match. Because you see in the one part of the clip package when I'm forearming John, like, really hard, Murph's just like, Marky! Dude, I was just murdering him. It looked like Murph was just, like, legitimately pissed at me. And then at one point when I did that, like, toss-up indie kick, right before it when I forearmed him, I think I heard somebody say, oh, he's such a little dick!
It was me in spirit.
But, yeah, and then he pinned me, and I cried That's all I ever wanted. Was the main event a show with John.
Or Matt.
I already main evented a show with John.
I know.
And I wanted to do it with John. Because John was like, John wasn't really in the spotlight a little in like 2012 and stuff. Nobody really, like that's when at BXW he was still getting like kind of shitty bookings. Or it was mostly 2011 and then a little bit of 2012 and then they started pushing him more.
Dude, he came to Florida and we pushed him to the moon.
Oh my god, his match with
Kenny Storm and him had such a good fucking match. And
fucking break your fucking arms plex
Oh,
to his head.
God. And then he had a 4-way. Day 0. It was him, Soy, Mike Damage, and AMC. Pretty good match. And then Clayton won. He didn't give a fuck who he wrestled. He just wanted Johnny Boy one of the days. Got Johnny Boy. And Clayton was like, I feel like we could have done better. And Johnny was like, I like the match.
There's one time at NYE when I was talking about how I hated this one match. I thought it was Clayton's match. I was like, yeah, there was this... I was talking to Coburn about it. And I was like, yeah, there was this one match. I think it was at NYE 2 where it just ended in all haze. And I think Clayton did it. I just hated it. And then Coburn was like, that was my match. And I was like, oh, well, I hated it.
Coburn, Clayton, and Roach all do way too many haze. Oh, and Soy. Soy does a lot of haze.
Yeah.
So now we're in 2014.
Well, hold on. I had something to say.
Go for it.
Well, I don't remember now.
Well, then. Yes, Marky. Very provocative, what you're doing there.
Marky, explain what you're doing to the listeners.
I have a huge pillow sitting over my penis, and I'm acting as though it is my penis, and I'm masturbating with both arms.
As you do, right?
Yeah. It's like,
It's just another day. If we weren't here, he'd be doing this.
yeah. It's like my arms are fully stretched out. Oh.
And now your penis is hitting you in the
slapped in the face with your own wang.
That was also the year a lot of people forget that Johnny Boy was about to retire because of his
Blood clots.
blood clots.
I was so upset at that.
Yeah,
I probably would have
so
quit
was I.
wrestling too if John stopped wrestling.
I specifically remember he was going to do like a retirement, like a legitimate retirement speech
Yeah.
at PKM, I
He
think.
told me that, and I was so sad, dude.
And the only reason he didn't do it was because Steve did a fake one to join the Radical Movement. And he was like, now I don't want to do like a real one now. He just did a fake one, you know. It'll look phony or whatever. And I'm very glad he didn't end up doing it, because then he ended up coming back. The second I found out he was coming back, I immediately went, that's our goodbye, man. He's getting the belt. I don't know if he's wrestling one more match. He's getting the belt.
Let me play this. This was when I was in the hospital
Uh-huh.
in 2013. And John leaves me this message when he's telling me he's coming back to wrestling.
Hey, Mark, it's Johnny Boy. I'm just calling, man. So I know you've been going through some shit, bro. I want you to know, dude, just keep your head up, man. But I want to tell you, man, I'm going to be able to wrestle again.
What the fuck? Why did it stop?
Great ending.
Really good when they did the test. They said that my blood was like really, really good when they did the test. They said that I'll be able to come back in July. So, man, we're going to get to wrestle each other again. It's going to be awesome. So you got to pull through this, dude, so we can beat each other up. So I love you, Marky Lectric. You're the man, dude. Just pull through, man. I believe in you. I'm pretty fucked up right now, Marky. And you definitely need to come to sales and drink and smoke and chill and play Super Smash Brothers in my house. And I move this Sunday. It's going to be really, really cool. And you should definitely come by. Because I miss you, man. I'll see you, dude. There, Marky. There, Marky. I love you, man.
That is why.
That is one of the nicest things I've ever heard.
That is why I love Johnny Boy so much.
Many reasons, but that is a very, very valid reason.
So yeah, that's.
Well, let's go to the last year here, 2014.
Never wrestled.
Didn't wrestle that much.
I wrestled, I think, 2 times. Maybe even only once.
Well, you did wrestle at NYE, and that's the only thing I can really remember.
Well,
Yeah,
Halo really wanted to wrestle you. I don't know if he even contacted you about it, but he messaged me and he was like, I don't even care if I win or lose. I just really want to have a feud with Marky.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, well,
I was really mad at him.
What's that?
Because he did my finishing move. He did the super kick to the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
And he missed them. He was like, "Where's Marky at?" And then did it, and I was like, "I will fucking kill you."
He's been doing that brainbuster on the knee thing, and Sellers is getting all butthurt about it, too.
Yeah.
But, so he did the interim X Division title thing.
Yeah, he stole it.
And
from
then
me.
we were going to have, the...
I never lost the belt.
Shut up. So the first
Marky
show of the
never
year,
lost the belt. Marky never lost the belt.
first show of the year we were going to do an
Oh,
all
no.
champions main event with all 4 titles on the line. And someone didn't show up to defend their X Division title.
Wait, what happened?
We were... Yeah, the main event was going to be a 4-champion, 4-title defense match.
Give the rundown of the
So
champs.
if you lost... Well, hold on. If you lost, you lose your title to the other guy and he becomes a double champion.
Okay.
So it was going to be Johnny Boy as BXW champion, you as the X Division champion, Russ as US champion, and Drake Genocide as Inner City champion. Now, Johnny Boy couldn't make it, but he did a promo saying James Conley would replace him. You wouldn't make it, but since I was feuding with the Stepdads at the time because they had just ended Eric Douglas' career, I went up to Patrick Wilson and gave him the X Division belt in a promo and said, "Guess what? You're Marky Lectric tonight." And then I walked off. And then, like, during the promo, like, an ambulance drove by, so P-Dub had this weird look like somebody was after him, and then he ran away. And then he came out as the X Division champion and did X Division, like, arm drags and lucha world. Him and Drake Genocide doing dueling wheelbarrow arm drags is some of the craziest shit
Oh my God.
I've ever seen. First of all, didn't work perfectly, but good enough. And every time they did an arm drag, they both got up and yelled X Division, and then went to the next spot. And the match ended with Connolly doing a diving headbutt on the P-Dub, and Marky Lectric loses the X Division title.
Yeah, well, look at my penis.
And yeah, he has his big pillow penis.
Maroon.
It's a pillow. It's a penis. It's a pillow penis.
Then we didn't see Marky Lectric for a while.
Cocksmack!
Oh!
That was cool.
Ow. Legit hit me in the
foot.
eyeball. Now you put your stank foot on me.
My feet don't stink. Well, I didn't take a shower today, so it might stink.
Did you do anything else leading up to NYE? Because I was there
No.
to see you wrestle at NYE, and did you do anything else between then and
No.
there? You didn't do... I remember Urban telling me he wanted to go to the finals with you at Finest
Finest.
last year.
Oh, and I wrestled Mike and D-Mac, and that's where I took that miserable lariat.
Where you died.
Yeah, it hurt a lot. That was fun.
You shouldn't have done that.
Goddamn
Yeah, I know.
D-Mac.
That's why I don't wrestle.
There's another person. Does he exist anymore? D-Mac?
No. He's too busy being a hipster at college.
Yeah, he's the real Halo Brown gimmick come
Hip
to
to be
life.
square.
Yeah. But I love D-Mac.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Yep. And then you wrestled that fucking well-booked four-way
Then got
and
fucked up.
flipped and hurt yourself.
Hey, Marky, do you want to flip off of a roof on
Come on,
people that
whose
has...
idea was this?
Latchaw. And I was like, yeah, it could work out.
That match was going really well, too.
Yeah, I know. And then I ruined it. Oh, God, I can't stop farting.
And that's pretty much the end of the Marky Lectric train.
Well,
Yeah.
well, Marky was the coolest thing. I don't know if cool is the right word. The weirdest thing is you were feuding with 2 guys at the same time
I
and
was?
never wrestled either one of them.
I was?
CJ
Yes.
and
I didn't
You
even
were
Will.
feuding with CJ and Will, and they were continually doing promos and attacking each other, and you were involved in that feud all the way till the
I
end.
didn't even know!
We had to book around you not being there.
Mark,
so
I didn't even
yeah,
know!
I'm
So-
at JB North
so let me
waiting for you
explain
to show
though.
up and you didn't.
Yes, let me explain. So both wrestling each other and tagging each other after matches, and both of them are attacking each other and then going, "I'm gonna beat Marky Lectric," as if they were like fighting over you.
Aww.
Then you have your injury, so you don't wrestle. Yeah, they even do that promo with Kris Urban being like, "You want to be my tag partner, Marky?" And you're like, "No, I'm injured." But so then
I didn't even know I was.
So then they're supposed to wrestle you in a 3-way ladder match.
Oh, and that's when they did the.
And
Their own ladder
you
match.
couldn't make it, so they made their own ladder match.
No, I was there for that. I just didn't wrestle.
Yes, that was an injury. Couldn't do it. So they did their ladder match. Belt switched to Halo.
Yeah.
And then they were gonna have another match with you as a 3-way.
I remember.
At Damien McFreer. So they continued the feud.
But you got
and
replaced.
then CJ gave you the burning hammer on the stage.
Oh yeah, it was.
Was
so,
that shoot?
Yep.
Because I remember I watched the
I was-
footage, and you're just sitting there like leaning against the fence, just
Yeah.
being chill, and you
I
got
was-
talking
yeah.
like, "Oh, it's gonna be Marky Lectric." And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I was waiting. Like Will was like talking about how he wants to wrestle me, and then CJ picked me up, took me over to the entranceway, and I was like, "Are you really giving a move right now to a person who's injured?" And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Why?" He was like, "'Cause I'm a heel," and I'm like, "This is real fucking life."
I'm hurt.
I was like, "If you do this, I'm gonna punch you in the." I was like, "Just fucking do it."
Dude, I was so shocked that happened. But then
So-
you got replaced by Safari Spino.
Well, I'm getting to that. So you get replaced. You're supposed to be a 3-way elimination. Originally, it was supposed to end up with you and Halo. And I know that was the original plan. And it would turn you face as well. That was the idea at the end. We end up having Safari Spino replace you, which is funny because Safari Spino wrestled James Conley for the belt at PKM already.
He wrestled Safari Spino.
But he came out as a new gimmick with Safari Spino, so it worked out real well. But ultimately, like the next day, they just kind of went with the whole "you're never there" thing, and the stepdads like disowned you.
Yeah.
Like unofficially, but like officially, because they said this is the new stepdads. And
I
they
was
just kind
really,
of they kind of like
happy about that.
yeah, because they kind of like just didn't mention you ever again,
Yeah.
and you were unofficially out.
I was so happy. And I was supposed to tag with Henry. You and me were gonna start something.
Yeah,
And then me and Mike were gonna start something. And John and Mike were gonna start something. And then me and John were gonna start something. And then John turned heel. And then me and John didn't start something. And then now me and John are gonna start something. Because now I don't have a girlfriend. So now I'm not gonna, go to West Virginia all the time.
And you can hang out with us.
Yeah, exactly. She called me last night. Did I tell you about that?
No, because I wasn't here.
But she
And then that face.
Easton. But yeah, she calls me all drunk as shit and is
She
like
does that.
trying to get back together, and I'm like, no.
Oh, you.
And
might
she's
have-
like, and then she tries pegging the relationship on me. She was like,
Yeah, you
your
did tell me this.
Yeah, she was like, this is your fault. You didn't trust me when I came back out here. I was like, yeah, because you lied straight to my fucking face. And then she was like,
Ladies and
This-
gentlemen, this is the main reason why you don't see Marky like at all last year was because of this girl.
yeah.
And then she apologized to me the last time I was here saying, "Oh, well, Marky, you should go hang out with Henry more and go to wrestling shows." And then I invited her to go to Connecticut with us, and she's like, "I don't know if we can go to that." Marky's like, "Why not?"
But, yeah, and then we were talking, and she tried pegging the relationship on me, and I was like, no, it's mostly on you. And then this is the craziest thing I've ever heard her say. She was like, basically, end of story, I just know that we're going to end up together, like, you're going to be my husband. And she was like, there's basically nothing you can do about that. And I was like...
And then, no.
I was like, I think I have a say in this.
Let's hope you do, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's hear the
regardless...
story about what happened on our trip to EWA, Marky.
Oh, please.
When I got a flat tire?
Sure, flat tire.
It was a flat fucking tire!
Alright, I'd put in all this work with Marky and saying, "Hey man, I live up here now, we get along so, like, I've gotten along with Marky, like, really well when we met, and we just bro out and stuff, same like with me and Rad, and I'm like, alright, I'd like to travel with Marky, I'd like to see that he wrestles more, and I'd take him anywhere I'd go if he's willing to go," and I was going to EWA with Rad and Mike Damage, and I'm like, "Marky, you should totally come,
It would be awesome. And Rad's like, oh, you could wrestle Joey Adams. It would have been a good match. And he was like, oh, I'd like to wrestle Joey Adams. And Marky, take it. Take it from there.
Oh, yeah. And then so on the way to the show,
Yeah, tell us about what we didn't see.
I was driving. And then I was like, hey, I think I have a flat, because I was with my friend. He was like, what? And I turned down the music, and then you hear this, like, bum, 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 bum. And I was like, yeah, I have a flat. So I pull over to the side, and I call Henry, and I'm like, hey, I don't have a tool. I need
Phrasing.
I don't have a tool to change my tire. I need your help. And then Henry pulled up, didn't have the right size
Tire iron.
Tire iron.
Turn.
Here's a fucking tire iron.
It's a good damn fucking tire iron. That was sad.
Then I put a little flag just to give you fucking hope. But, yeah, and then... I put shit in the way! But then, yeah, Henry pulls up, doesn't have the right size tire iron, so then I have to wait and I have to call this towing company to come get my car, fix the tire, and then I was like, I'm not going to...
You hid the knife slashes?
Shut up! Yeah, they think I slashed my own tire so I didn't have to go to a wrestling show, but I was actually really excited to go to a wrestling show, and then I got a flat tire, and then I was just lost all desire to wrestle, so then I got my tire changed and went home.
And then I came home that night and you were shit-faced.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was fun.
Well, we hear you say, like, you know, you hate wrestling and, like, you never go to shows even though we all really, like, everybody really misses the shit out of you. Like, I do at least, and I think Rad does. I can't speak for Rad. I'm sure he
Mikey
does.
suck. Marky suck.
But if you were to wrestle, like, are there matches that, like, since, like, the last year you've pretty much had, like, 1 or 2 matches, is there anything you've seen or known from conversation of people that you'd like to wrestle? Just for the sake of saying that, like, oh, hey, this guy's been killing it. Why not? You'd have a good styles clash with this guy or something. Because I remember you were supposed to wrestle Killjoy, and I was so excited for that, only for the fact that it would have been such a cool match.
Yeah. I would like to wrestle Killjoy. Since this is probably going to be my last year wrestling, since BXW is going to be... Well, I'll probably still wrestle at ETGW all the time.
Well, I mean, EWA is still going to be doing shows, and that's not far from here at all.
I'll actually probably still wrestle and shit when I get the chance. But for this year, I want to give Killjoy that match. I want to wrestle you, Henry.
Awesome.
Because we still haven't wrestled yet. Me and Matt need to have our best of 7.
7 Deadly Sins.
What's the storyline behind that again?
Because
that we just want to wrestle 7 more times.
Sounds
Because we've
good.
already wrestled like 16 times.
It's kind of like you and Pete Up.
No,
Yeah.
nothing like me and Peter.
And then I want to wrestle Trey, which is probably never going to happen.
I think that'll happen, honestly.
And then Ian. Those are the people. And I want to wrestle Urban again. We haven't wrestled
Urban
since
wants
I was
to
like,
wrestle you again.
Yeah, I haven't wrestled Urban since I was like 17.
I'm trying to think of people that, like, just since I've moved up here and been traveling, like, I'd like to see you wrestle. Like, I think, what would you think about him in, I think him in California Wildfire would be a decent, like, kind of exposure match for Zach. And he's more one of my favorite people from 3BW.
Yeah, there's a handful of people you could wrestle from 3BW.
Yeah.
Artie.
I would like to wrestle Chris
Artie,
Graves.
oh
You could
man.
wrestle.
You and
Artie?
Ajax would be good.
Who's Ajax? Is that Drix guy?
No.
No.
Drix is retired.
Drix is retired. He,
Mr. Chance.
I'll show you footage of him, probably tonight. But he had
I wanna
a
wrestle Chris Craze.
he retired.
He'll be back.
What?
Well, everyone retires, but they'll
And
come
Chris
back.
Cra- this is like his third retirement.
This is why I hate wrestling.
No, see, I'm telling you, Chris Craze probably listens to this, and I'm sure if he hears that you want to wrestle him, he'd probably come out of retirement to wrestle you.
I didn't even know he was done. What the fuck?
He lost to RJB and he retired.
Who the fuck is RGB?
3BW guy.
What the fuck? I hate wrestling.
Well, that should be the title of this episode.
Just write I hate wrestling and then tally.
People will
how
know what
many
it
ti-
means without
Yeah.
putting the...
Say I hate wrestling and then put a tally mark of how many times I said it throughout this.
I'll try.
I hate wrestling. 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 I hate rad.
That makes 2 of us.
3 of us? Henry? There was one time I wrestled Matt where
Nuh-uh.
I went, yeah, I know, right? I wrestled Matt, but I did a shinobi backstabber, and he slid through my knees and landed on my stomach, and I farted really loud. I thought I shit my pants.
Chad gave me that move once, and my fucking back was all tweaked up.
Ooh.
Yeah, he didn't have any knee pads on.
That also happened again when I wrestled Beast now, and he gave me the hickory. As soon as he landed, it was just.
You and Andy, that'd be a match that could probably actually happen.
What?
You and Anarchy Andy.
I would really like that to happen.
Him and Chad was insane. I think you and him would be really good too.
I've been waiting for that to happen. I got to wrestle him in Arbo in the really cold weather, so we didn't really try that much when I was with Bless. I got to. No, I didn't.
We talked about this earlier, just like shooting the shit. We're saying like you and Ryan Rage.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Rage is really breaking out to me.
Yeah, and he
in my
can
mind
spear
this
the
year.
fucking piss out of me. I want him to spear me through the ropes. Like, we're both gonna be on the inside, and then he's gonna just make me fold over like a lawn chair so we go through the ropes.
Jeez.
Like, so it's like he's suicide diving with me out of the ring.
Would you want to wrestle Pete again? Vengeance?
Yes, absolutely.
He's fun.
That would be awesome.
I'd like to see you and Danny Devine in a singles.
That would be awesome as well.
See, there's so many good matches you could still have.
Yeah. Fuck wrestling.
You could beat up Rad for the third time.
Yeah, that'd
beat
be
the
fun.
shit out of Rad
Oh,
again.
yeah.
You want to take a reverse Rana? I mean, you want to give me
first.
one?
Rad,
Give me one?
just beat- just make him limp.
No.
Oh, I won't fuck up this time.
I
I
swear.
only have one back.
Yeah.
one
So you can fuck it up
Which
like
means
10
I can't
times.
take 2 mistakes.
You can. You're taking a lot of mistakes.
My wrestling career is a mistake.
Yeah, I know.
So do you ever walk around your house in your stepdad shirt and cry
Why would I do that?
because you miss being a stepdad?
I hated being a stepdad. I found my cat hat! Look it, there's a cat on it.
It rhymes, so it must be good.
My aunt got it for me for Christmas. Along with 11 pairs of socks.
Dude, that's a good present. Now in this day and age,
And
11
they all
pairs of
have
socks are awesome.
different sayings on them.
Like eat a dick.
No.
Oh.
There was bringing home the bacon, and there was bacon all over it. Then she got me I feel like I'm running at an incredible rate.
It's an old wrestling thing.
Okay, I won't get
Yeah,
it.
you don't care.
I won't get it. And, yeah, there's a bunch of stupid socks. But they're cool.
What do you think about wrestling good old Sam Jude?
Huh?
What about good old Sam Jude?
I would love to wrestle Sam.
Because he's dying to wrestle you.
I'm dying to wrestle Sam. No, I'm not. I'm not dying to wrestle anybody.
What a guy.
I'm dying to get out of wrestling.
All you gotta do is have a retirement match, and then you have to retire.
Yeah.
Just ask Chris Gray.
Or the mistress.
Well, if I retire, I have to come back. That's the rule,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Sure.
That's what everyone always does. There's never been someone that retired and never came back. Actually, there probably is.
I'm trying to think now.
Not Schneider, not...
Lee Andrews?
Well, Lee's been gone.
He retired in 2010, I think?
11.
BYS 4?
11, I think.
No, yeah, it's BYS 4.
Yeah, he wrestled
That's
Schneider.
2010.
Okay.
Yeah. 5 years. He'll be
Dude,
back
he's living
any
in
day.
Germany now.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Mark, you've been talking for 6 hours.
No, we've been talking for like an hour.
Not really. Actually, almost 2 hours. How about that?
We're still going?
Yeah. Any last things you want to throw out there, Marky, to everyone listening?
I have to go take a shower so I can go stick my penis in someone.
The American Dream.
I think that defines you more than anything else you said in this podcast.
Other than I hate wrestling.
That too.
Alright. Closing note. Fuck Henry Rotten. Fuck Rad Hazard. Fuck wrestling. Bam, bam, bam. I'm out.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
What a douche.
The GBYWN Podcast. I'd like to thank Henry Rotten for helping me out.
I don't want to.
And Marky Lectric, thank you very much.
You're not welcome.
Dickbag.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The interview with Marky Lectric has come and gone. And we will continue on here on the podcast with a new interviewee next episode. So in the meantime, ladies and gents, I am your host, Rad Hazard, signing off for the Global Backyard Wrestling Nation Podcast. Listen.
Rad, don't touch my kid, man. Do not touch my kid.
Really, Kris?
You think I'm gonna forget what you did, man? All the shit that I did for you over the years? I turned my brother my damage because I believed in what the radical movement meant. And you're just gonna come out here and be like, no more BXW, give me a fucking biohazard, and then come out here the next month and kiss my kid? I don't fucking think so.
Oh no. Kick him in the face.
What a slime ball.
All right, fine. I won't touch your kids anymore. You know. I mean, shut up. I don't even know if this is on.
Just yell, Brad.
But listen. What? I mean, look at that. See? Look at that. That's so nice of him. That's the friendship we used to have, man. I mean, we used to hang out here all the time. I saw your kid. Beautiful baby boy. You know? I used to high five Siobhan all the time. I mean, I high fived her this morning. Did you? I mean, you're busy with wrestling, right? I completely understand that. You're busy with wrestling. And that's why I'm being a friend that's backing you up, like everyone else. And I'm going to end BXW so you can spend time with your family, because I know you're a good father, and you take up way too much responsibility. And I'm being the good guy here. And I'm doing the thing that no one wants to be done, but it's got to be done for you. You need to be with your family. Your family wants to be with you. You're going to be much happier after BXW is dead. And I don't expect that you're welcome. But I do expect you to understand one day in the future when your kids are married and you're a great grandpa and you're all happy and BXW is a memory.
Listen, Rad, that's all nice and everything, but my supports what I do for this community 100%.
I support you.
If you want to think that, that's fine. I know my family backs me 100%. I've been doing this for a long time. And you want to come out here and you want to say BXW's done? Well, let me tell you something, because back a way long time ago before BXW, I used to run this little thing called IXW.
I remember that.
And I don't need the BXW name. If you want to say BXW's over, here's the thing, right? My house, my amp, my ring. And these are my friends. And I know that BXW, if you think it's going to end, I don't think so, because I'm going to have a Fed running here, and there will be wrestling here for as long as I want to, and my family, no matter what you say to these people, they support me 100%.
I got you, bro.
Let's go, Urban. Let's go, Urban.
Let's go, Urban. See, we're fine.
And while we're at it, fuck Rad Hazard.
I'm being nice, Rad Hazard. Fuck Rad Hazard.
He's hardcore.
Yeah.
Marky, we know how
All right, I get it.
I live in the house.
I think you've been at the office a little too long. You've had too many days in front of the computer. I think you've been working yourself a little too hard. You got this weird wrestling logic that some of these guys get after a couple of years. They think everything is about wrestling. Everything needs to be done through matches. And, keep the lawyers out of it. We gotta have matches. Don't make me have to stoop to that level and have to wrestle you in this. I don't want to wrestle you. Don't make me wrestle you. Because if I have to wrestle you, as the owner, I will make the stipulation that if you win, BXW survives.
Oh, hell yeah!
And that will make you come to the ring,
Let's
because
all
that's the
over the
weird wrestling
camera,
logic
too.
that you older guys have. and you will come here and you will get beaten down, thinking that if you beat me, BXW survives. But the reality of it, and I really don't want to do this, that's why I'm playing out the situation. The reality of it is you're going to come out here and I'm going to humiliate you. And when you lose, there will be no BXW. There will not be any backyard wrestling in this yard ever again unless I permit it, and I won't, because I love you like a brother. You're one of my best friends. You're the longest tag team partner I ever had. Not that many tag team matches, but hey, you're busy, right? Either way, there will be no more wrestling here, period. And I don't want to do that. I want to see you smiling. I want to see you happy. I want to see you flexing with your kids down at the beach in Florida, down in New Jersey, wherever you want to go. Vacation it up, my friend.
Very different beach.
Fuck him up, Kris.
Whatever you can afford at the time.
Exactly.
But enough of this. I don't want to wrestle you, man. All right? That's the scenario that we're seeing if you keep doing this. And I don't want that to happen. So let's go. I don't know where the hell Hybrid is, but maybe we can figure out some match in the future. You can wrestle Hybrid, bury that hatchet, and then we can let BXW go, okay? Let's go.
Fuck him up, Rad. I mean, fuck him up, Urban. Fuck Rad up, Urban.
Rad. Unfortunately, I just can't do that. And it really does hurt me saying this, because the one thing that we have in common out of this whole conversation is that I don't want to wrestle you either, because I sacrificed a lot for the radical movement, more than anybody else.
Yes.
I was there, day one. Always with you, no matter what. No matter what you said, no matter what you did, I was there and I backed you 100%.
It'll stay that way.
That's wrestling you. As far as ending BXW, I don't agree with you. But I love this way too much, and I'm going to do it for myself. I'm going to do it for the GBYWN community.
Yeah! That's us.
So we got this little show next month called Damn You North Korea. And if you want to put stipulations on the line,
Hit him first.
I'll do it. You and I.
Uh-oh.